Hello and welcome to a short informational video for all of our volunteers who will be serving at the 2020 Drive-Through Trunk or Treat at Fremont Presbyterian Church. We're so excited that you have decided to help us out and serve in this way. We have just a couple of things to go over. So in this video, we are going to cover some health and safety items. I know, so boring. Trunk or treat life hacks, can-dos, no can-dos, and some Q&A. Okay, first up, health and safety tips. Number one, you probably heard this a million times by now, but we are going to ask you to wear a mask. You'll need to wear the mask the entire time you're here on campus, while you're setting your trunk up, while you're greeting all of the cars that are coming through, and as you tidy up. If you're taking a break in your car though, you can totally take your mask off and take a breather. Wash your hands frequently before you get here, before you touch your face, all those kinds of things. Speaking of touching your face, try not to touch your face. It feels like kindergarten, I know, but just trying to keep you safe. Also, make sure that you maintain a good, healthy social distance, which is about 6 feet or more between you and other households that don't belong to your same house. Next, trunk or treat life hacks. Number one, check the weather that day. If it's gonna be hot, don't wear a sweater. If it's gonna be cold, bring some layers. Dress accordingly. You're also gonna wanna bring your own water and snacks. We unfortunately cannot provide those at this time. And then also, if it's gonna be really sunny, this is in the afternoon, remember, you might wanna bring a pop-up tent to put over your trunk so you don't melt away. Here's a can-do list. This is more fun. Make sure that you are waving as every single car passes by. There are probably going to be hundreds and hundreds of vehicles coming through, and your cheeks are gonna be so tired, but guess what? You're wearing a mask. So if you can just make sure you smile with your eyes, we know that you are smiling in your heart. Also, you can stay in your stall. We wanna make sure that you stay there and that as cars drive by, they'll be able to see you, and if you're doing a fancy dance, or some cool moves, or maybe you're having like a staring contest with the cars, then you'll be there. Also, be sure to watch for cars. We will have cars driving by slowly, but you never know, especially if you have children with you, you're gonna wanna make sure that you watch them and make sure they don't step out in front of traffic. I don't even need to tell you that, but just be careful. Okay, here's the no can-do list. Walk up to cars. Can't do it. Just can't do it. Handing things out. There are going to be 3 stations where there are going to be things that kids can do, but it can't be at individual trunks, okay? So you can't hand anything out. Gathering at other trunks. I know, this is like super boring, but you'll be able to see each other and wave from across the parking lot. Also, you're going to be way too busy waving at cars to be gathering at other trunks, right? Last thing. Please keep your mask on. You can't take it off, especially it's Halloween. You gotta wear your mask. Okay, here's a couple questions. Can I walk up to another car if I know them? Unfortunately, we're gonna have to say no. We really don't have any way to keep track of who is in whose pod, and we wanna keep everything consistent and make sure that nobody feels left out. So try to stay right in your assigned spot. Can I use the bathroom? Hallelujah. Yes, you can. You will need to walk across the street and you will need to use the crosswalk, but the restroom near the Children's Ministry office will be open for you, 2 at a time. Can I have an interactive trunk? You guys, one of the things I love about Trunk or Treat the most is the fact that we have the most interactive, cool trunks I think I've ever been to in my whole life. This year is not that year. Here's what you can do though. You can have a super fun, interesting, visually exciting trunk. Give them something to look at. They just don't need to touch it. That's it. That's all we've got for you. All of the rest of the instructions are going to be right in your email. You should have a great time. We're all going to have a great time. This is going to be a phenomenal, for the books, trunk or treat, and we couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much for all you're doing to make this year so uniquely special. If you have any questions, be sure to contact Debbie Rattan at the Children's Ministry office. Thanks for watching.